Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Sunday, October 1st, 2023. Lance Brock here, and tonight, live on pay-per-view, is AEW Wrestle Dream, which will take place live from Seattle, Washington, at the Climate Pledge Arena. Wrestle Dream tonight is available on Bleacher Report and traditional pay-per-view here in the United States. Also, Fight TV internationally, ppv.com, YouTube, all those internationally, and also select movie theaters and Dave and Buster's. Right now at this time, gonna run down the card of Wrestle Dream, which is in honor of New Japan Pro Wrestling founder Antonio Inoki. And what I'm reading now, actually, there will be a 10-bell salute to start off the show, since it is the 1-year anniversary of his passing. Very nice move by AEW here, I think. And on the 0 hour, to start things off for the night, we have a match for the AEW Trios Championships on the line. The Acclaimed, Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, and Daddy Ass Billy Gunn will defend against TMDK, Shane Haste, Mikey Nichols, and Bad Dude Tito. I think this will be a pretty fun match. There is going to be about maybe 3 or about 4, I think, matches on 0 hour, so not sure if they're really going to be given a whole lot of time. Also on 0 hour, we will see Luchasaurus take on Nick Wayne. And this should be a good one that you don't want to miss. Josh Burnett versus Claudio Castagnoli. That should be a really good match. I know this is on the 0 hour, but I'd say that is a pay-per-view quality match right there. Also, we have Shane Taylor, Lee Moriarty, and Diamante taking on Mercedes Martinez is on their team, taking on Satoshi Kojima, Keith Lee, Athena, and Billy Starks in an 8-person tag team match. That one right there sounds pretty interesting. That is all the matches set for 0 hour tonight, 1 hour before the Wrestle Dream pay-per-view. And on the actual pay-per-view part of Wrestle Dream live from Seattle, we have Seattle's own, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, or at least he's near that area anyway. The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, taking on Zack Sabre Jr. And I might say this about a few matches that are on the card tonight, but this one could definitely have the potential of stealing the show. I'd say I don't want to build it up too much, but this one could definitely also be a match of the year candidate, Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. was actually supposed to happen once before, but unfortunately it didn't work out. But we are seeing it tonight at Wrestle Dream, and that is definitely an appropriate name for it because this is a dream match. And I'd have to go with actually Bryan Danielson in this one as a prediction. But who knows, I could be wrong. But if I had to make a prediction for this one, I'd have to say Danielson. Also, we have Hangman Adam Page taking on Swerve Strickland, and I'm sure Prince Nana will be in the corner of Swerve Strickland doing his dance, or now as they call it on the internet, the Nana, which is definitely the best part of Swerve Strickland's entrance. I think this will be a pretty good one. For a prediction, I'd say this one is actually kind of tough. I could see it going either way, actually, but I'm sure it will be a good match between these two. And the AEW World Tag Team Championships are on the line. FTR, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler taking on Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis. This one definitely gonna be a really good tag team match. A lot of great tag team wrestling in this one. As far as a prediction, I'd have to go with FTR retaining in this one. That's my prediction for this one, is that we see FTR retain the AEW World Tag Team titles. This will be a really good match though, but gotta go with FTR. And speaking of tag team titles, there are a pair of tag team championships that will not be defended in a tag team match, but instead of a 2-on-1 handicap match. The Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships will be defended in a handicap match. And the AEW World Champion MJF Maxwell Jacob Friedman will be defending without his partner Adam Cole Bebe, the team known as Better Than You Bebe, as he will be defending against the Righteous Vincent and Dutch. The Righteous coming off of that big win against the Hardys recently. But I'd say I'd have to go with MJF getting the victory somehow in this one. Who knows how that's going to happen, but I'd say he's actually going to come out on top and retain the tag team titles for himself and Adam Cole. And we have Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi taking on the Don Callis family, Konosuke Takeshita, Will Ospreay, and Sammy Guevara. Of course, they will have the Invisible Hand, Don Callis, in their corner. I'd say I see the baby faces getting the win here. It should be a really good match, though. And we have the Ring of Honor World Championship and the NJPW Strong Openweight Championship, both on the line. Eddie Kingston defending against Katsuyori Shibata. this one, I think, is another match that could steal the show tonight. Possibly. A really good one here. For a prediction, I'm going to have to say I think Eddie Kingston's going to retain. Should be a great match, though. But definitely, if I had to just pick one that I see winning this match, got to go with Eddie Kingston. The AEW TBS Championship is on the line. Chris Statlander defending against Julia Hart, who will probably have Brody King in her corner, honoring the House of Black tonight. I think that Julia Hart's going to put up a really good fight in this match. Maybe take Chris Statlander, push her to the limit, but I'd have to say I see Statlander retaining in this one. But I think it'll be a really good match, though. The Young Bucks will take on the Guns, the Lucha Brothers, and Orange Cassidy and Hook in a four-way match to determine the number one contenders for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. I'd say, I don't know, maybe I'm just picking because I really like both of them, but actually I'm going to pick the upset and go with the one that's not normally a tag team. I'm going to go with freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy and the cold-hearted, handsome Devil Hook. I just have that feeling that they're going to have them win this one. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think is going to happen as of right now. And we have Absolute Ricky Starks taking on Wheeler Yuta representing the Blackpool Combat Club. This is another one, I don't know, maybe not steal the show, but this one could be kind of a sleeper match, like I guess they would say. Could be a really good one. I see Starks coming out on top. And as we found out last night on Saturday Collision, that the main event of Wrestle Dream tonight will be a 2 out of 3 falls match for the AEW TNT Championship. Christian Cage defending against Darby Allin. Really good match. I think these two will have a great 2 out of 3 falls battle. And Darby Allin in his hometown, I'd have to say Darby Allin is who I'm going with as far as a prediction goes. I know rumors are running wild on the internet. Yesterday, on Saturday, Edge's WWE contract officially expired. So people knowing that during the week, that got them talking about Adam Copeland, Edge, possibly showing up in AEW tonight. And especially since last night, they did announce that Christian Cage and Darby Allin will be main eventing Wrestle Dream. Because you think if they were bringing Adam Copeland in, that they would have that be at the end of the show right after the main event. Who knows? But I'd say it could be a possibility. Is it a guarantee that he is showing up? No, definitely not a guarantee, but I'd say it could be possible. Who knows? Do you think at the end of the night after Wrestle Dream is over, we're going to see a graphic on social media saying that Adam Copeland is #AllElite? Let me know in the comments section. on either here on Spreaker, YouTube, or whichever podcast website you listen to, and if they have a comment section. Also, of course, your last minute predictions for Wrestle Dream tonight on pay-per-view. Once again, I hope to be back right here tonight for a new episode, a live episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, talking all about Wrestle Dream, everything that happens tonight. And I will probably end up waiting until after Tony Khan's media scrum press conference. So hopefully you won't go too late. So stay tuned. The best way to find out when I do go live is follow on Twitter, X, whichever. At 360 Wrestling Pod. At 360 Wrestling Pod. Remember that. It sends out a tweet that right when I go live. So you'll be able to go right there and listen whenever I do go live. And went pretty long for an episode of Good Morning Wrestling fans. Gonna go now. And remember, hopefully sometime tonight we'll be here live to talk all about Wrestle Dream. Hope everyone has a great Sunday. Enjoys AEW Wrestle Dream tonight on pay-per-view. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day.